Testing, 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 testing.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Is it on?
Take it off.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the broadcast here at the Canterbury School at the O'Neill Arena. For all those tuning in from back in the day, it's the rink formerly known as Dratty Arena. And know that the glass is not, or the boards are not made out of chain link anymore. We got glass. We got a heated contest tonight between the rivals from right down Route 109, the Highlanders of the Gunnery School, and your Canterbury Saints. Looks like between the pipes tonight, we got none other than Connor Cherry for the Saints, and number 1, JP Mella, a mainstay in net for the Gunnery Highlanders, coming off of a high here over the holiday season, as I believe they took home the championship in the Avon tournament. And our Saints returned from 2 contests, first at the Lawrenceville tournament and then at the Cushing tournament, where they had some strong results but some offensive woes. And it's going to be a loud one here. It looks like a wedding day, as many of the girls are dressed in white here for Canterbury, and the barn is packed. Many alums, many fresh faces in the audience, and the puck is dropped and the Saints win the open face-off. And Zach Liz looks to bank it in but turns it over quickly. I'm Sam Hargrove, your commentator here, and I'll be doing my best to try to bring you a great broadcast. But here comes List. List into the zone. Nice little move to try to get it deep. Tries to set it back over the point, and coming the other way here is number 21, Mason Beecher. Circles to the center, leaves it off. Shot quick. Oh, and that's going to just go outside as Cherry looks to find out where it is. Comes back out into the corner. Throw the slot. Shot, score! Oh, and right from the get-go, Jeff Kopech receives a lovely between-the-legs pass from his line mate, and 32 seconds in, the Saints trail 1-0. I don't believe on the YouTube technology we have a replay, but an absolute gorgeous between-the-legs pass and a slow slap shot that went post-in from Kopech. The junior from Camillus, New York, gets the Highlanders in front. And here's another opportunity. Shoots, fires, and that's going to ring off the father, son, and the holy post. Cherry's going to be counting his blessings on that one, as he had no idea on that shot, as in on the break was number 12, Alex Jeffries. Puck in the corner here as Jeffries now has it. Bottom there, gets back to the slot. Shoots, fires, rebound. And that's going to flight those stick, and the Saints look to make a break out here. Off the stick, as able to get to that is number 6 for the Saints. Shot, rebound, oh, loose in front. Kicked away there by Cherry. And so far, it's been all Highlanders in the Saints zone. Shot, oh, looked to be gloved there, but kept in there by number 17. Puck comes behind, and up with it here. And that's going to look to have a play, as chasing that in deep is number 19, Jack Barton. As Gunnery now has it behind the net. Banks it up the boards, trying to a nice little stretch pass to turn the D. But right there is number 4, Andrew Kessing, on the play. Matt Savard looks to get the squad energized. The big Bozar now has it. As St. Germain tries to make a play. Poked along. We're going to have a penalty here, as that's going to go against number 13, Matt Bozar, as he looked to get the elbow up a little bit high. And I'm going to tell you one thing. Saints need to stay out of the box here, as they're now going to be playing 5-on-4, and that potent Gunnery attack is just going to have a little bit more space to work with. You know, as they say, if you give a mouse a cookie, it's going to want a glass of milk. And see what Gunnery can do here. As out there we have number 19, Robert Cronin, alongside Jeffries, Brennan, Rahill, and Cody. And leave it off here as Rahill now has it. Gets it low. Look to work this near side. Back over there, Rahill steps in, looks to find a little bit of lane, leaves it off. A lot of movement here on the Gunnery power play. Shot low, not a great angle there, as Cherry's all over that. But it comes back out to Jeffries. Jeffries looks to skip it across there, and Cody unable to get a shot off. Looks to spin around, but bothered there by Yasenza, leaves it off behind the net here. Stops. comes back up. They're looking to get it probably out back to the point as it gets back out here to Rayo. Moves off back here to Jeffries. Tries to get it low, but right there is number 21, David Pelich. Puck back up top. Jeffries tries to get across. Shoots, fires, and scores there from number 2, Alex Cody, who goes near pipe. Nice cross-ice pass there from Jeffries and scoring that near pipe on Connor Cherry is Alex Cody. The senior from Milford, Massachusetts, goes short porch. And that's one that Connor Cherry probably likely would like back. It looks like you got a piece of that. But now the Saints trail 2-0, just over 3 minutes into the first period. Puck chipped in here, and Zach List will collect it here. Looks to skate up the ice, tries to go cross ice there, and unable to corral that is number 17, Matt Savard, and that will go the length of the ice for icing. Face off just out to the left of Connor Cherry as Haggerty digs in. And it's going to lose that face off here as getting it into the corner is Ryan Trump. There's a shot out there, the fourth line here for the Highlanders. Oh, big hit there from number 5, Hunter Sansbury. If I remember anything from the lacrosse field, kid loves to throw the body around. Shoots, fires, and save. Gunnery coming out firing on all cylinders, looking to get their first varsity victory against Canterbury this year as they went an 0-for in the fall against varsity teams at Canterbury, falling in all soccer, field hockey, cross country, and I think that's all they have. But Bozar looks to win the face-off here, tied up in the corner as coming up with it is Palachier. He looks to skate up as we got a 3-on-3. David has it. Tries to make a little move, able to get just past the Gunnery defender. As that's poked away there as he gets into the corner. Chipped along there by Palich as the line of Barton, Bozar, and St. Germain. A long and rangy line here for the Saints. As poking that away is Bozar. Bozar able to get across there to St. Germain. Makes a nice pass to Barton, but Barton unable to corral that. And JP Mello's first bit of work of the night is a simple cover-up. Sound like a Kohl's ad, just a simple cover-up. And face-off one in the Gunnery zone by the Highlanders as they look to chip it out and along. And over here is number 2 as entering the zone prior to the puck's entrance are the Highlanders, and that will come outside for icing. Psych. Offsides. .13:22 remaining here in the first period. Face-off to the right of Mella. Digging in there is number 27, Josh Wilkins. Josh Wilkins, a little bit of controversy in the Wilkins household as Josh's brother attended the Gunnery several years ago. And Josh opting for a brighter shade of color. Heading down 109 to Canterbury. That puck was out of the zone. We'll have a face-off here to the right of Cherry. One briefly there by the Highlanders, but Canterbury looks to start the breakout here. We'll go on here and trying to chip that along is number 3, Griffin Filios, the birthday boy, alongside number 10, Jeffrey Lumia, and Martin McDonald. This fourth line here for the Saints. As Alex Merced has a nice little play right there. And we'll chip that just out to the neutral zone. The puck will come out. Chipping it along. As it comes back here and collecting it is the goal scorer, Alex Cody, scoring his second of the night. Little pass there, chipped along. Stop. And coming the other way is Martin McDonald. Tries to chip that along for the faster Filios. And getting there first is Devin Karlstrom, who will quote-unquote touch it up for icing. And now we'll go back down to the Gunnery zone. Face off to the left of Mella. And digging in are the Saints as Haggerty unable to win that draw. And they'll go D to D and look to break it up the other side. The far side coming up the left side here are the Highlanders. They're going to get it deep. There is number 8, Mark D'Agostino. Chipping that along to Haggerty. He's able to just get that out to the neutral zone. And List able to get that back here. Ricocheting that off the glass. And unable to really enter the Highlanders zone. Really not a legitimate shot on the Highlanders net so far for the Saints. As Haggerty gets pushed up against his own boards. As tied up for a second. And we'll have a stoppage of play. Face off just outside the Saints zone, and coming up with it here is Jack Barton. The downtown product able to get that in deep and pushed aside is Bozar, and St. Germain unable to collect the puck there. As here come the Highlanders underway, banking that long turn into D. Looks to enter it to Jeffries. Love the creativity there, but the timing just a little bit off. 11:15 remaining in the first period of action here at O'Neill Arena. I'd like to thank you for tuning in. Major shout out goes to our varsity media arts teams, also known as Roth Productions, as the puck now won here back, and the Highlanders will collect behind their own net. Look to start the breakout here. Mr. Holland-Zope is directing a little orchestra back there, banking it up. They're going to chip that along, and getting there is Andrew Mancini in the corner. Just to wrap it around, but right to the Highlanders forward as Barton now has it. Bozart now skates with it. Able to muscle his way past, get off to his forehand, leaves it back, shoo, and the shot just wide. Fantastic pass back to Palich. And going down is Matt Bozart, who looks to have collided with the boards, and the boards won. As he looks to be in a lot of pain. As we will take a quick break, and now for a word from our sponsors. And correction on, nope, no correction on that. For a second thought it was Andrew Mancini skating off, but was just going to check on his buddy there in the corner, as being attended to is Matt Bozar by our trainers, and we look to get started back up here, probably the face-off just outside of the Gunnery zone, Saint zone here. This Gunnery was heading on the attack the other direction. And digging in here is number 27, Josh Wilkins, alongside Matt Yasenza, and number 12, Zach Riccitelli. Face off one by Gunnery, as Mancini has it in the corner. Was to try to connect with Pelch. Shot in the slot. Oh, big save with the left flipper from Jerry. Shot fired there by number 22, Xander Lazat. He's able to get that just deep in the zone. As pushing up here is Wilkins. And able to dispossess at the zone blue line. Into deep. Nice move. Oh, and shutting the door. There is Connor Cherry. Looks like a few fans upset with the quick whistle there, but you know what? Cherry was going to cover that no matter what. So pipe down and deal with it. Big save there from Cherry. Tough little turnover there at the blue line for the Saints. Face off one, and that deflects and goes behind the Saints. That thrown back out in front. And slow to it, the Saints, the puck comes up and coming out with it is Martin McDonald. Skating the other way as McDonald now has it. Big body able to throw there at the red line. And coming the other way are the Highlanders. Cody tries to make a pass, and chipping that right along there is Filios. Filios with a shot, rebound. And what a save there. Looks like we got a delayed penalty here on the Highlanders, and the Saints will be going on the power play. As two great saves there from the Highlanders netminder as the Saints with a great set of opportunities. And we now are going on the power play. Saints with a few little nuances here to the power play, a little bit of change in personnel as they will head on the Carmenuccio's power play for their opportunity to cut this lead to 1 for the Highlanders. Yasenza centering Alex Mertzef and Skylar St. Germain, with Palich and Mancini making the point here on the power play. Palich with it. Tries to get that quickly to the net as Mancini. And coming up with it back here is David Palich. Palich has it, skates with it. Loosed up there for Mertzef. Mertzef, a nice little move to the outside, able to get that in deep to Yasenza. Yasenza tries to wrap that around, and on his horse there is Palich, but able to get the puck. And Sansbury is able to come up here, and on the almost a shorthanded opportunity there is number 8, Mark D'Agostino. Gets a pretty healthy opportunity on the Saints power play. And almost a back pass there from Palich to Cherry. They're covered up in 1:17 remaining here on the penalty against Mason Beecher of the Gunnery. Face off one back here as the Saints look to break it out. And over there, Williams. Williams leaves it back here for List. List skating up the right side here. He's going to wrap that around as the Saints look to set up some sort of power play here. As Riccitelli has in the corner. And coming the other way is Jeffries. Jeffries with it. There's a nice little move. And I'm going to say that was a shot that flutters backwards and up into the netting. Yasenza digs in. That first unit of the Saints back up as Mancini has his feet. Wraps around to Palich. Makes a nice little move and gets back out to Mancini. Leaves it off there for Palich. He gets it back to Mancini. He's going to skate up the left side here. Able to enter the zone and hopefully set something up here for the Saints. Wraps it around, but bodied off the puck there by number 15. As Yasenza able to get that back to point to Palich. Hard shot. Snared there by Mella in front. As he flashes a little bit of leather. Makes the glove save. 19 seconds remaining on the Beecher penalty. Saints still trailing 2-0. Face off won by the Gunnery. Puck behind the net, looking to break it out, but right there is Mertzef with a nice little hit. See if they can get one final opportunity here on the power play. Only really the one shot on net. It's the blast from Palich. St. Germain able to get it, flutter that into the zone. As Jacenza makes a nice back pass, and we're back to even strength here. 7:23 remaining in the first period. Coming the other way, here comes the Gunnery. His top line, Hotch just passed that along to D'Agostino. Turnover there, as Williams able to come with it. Gets to the backhand, tries to get off the forehand. Shot, spins, fires, save there from Mella. So he's able to just get the body in front of that opportunity. Not much knowledge of where the open net was from the Saints attack. As entering the zone is Williams. Able to lightly get that in the zone as Haggerty looks to get an opportunity. And keeping it in here is Liss. Liss going to get that in deep, but not deep enough, as looking to bank that around and throwing his body in front to block the puck here in the neutral zone. So we'll pass through and end up being covered there by Connor Cherry. And we'll have a face-off to the right of the Canterbury netminder as we near 6 minutes remaining here in the first period. McDonald able to tie up that face-off, and Filios was to help get the puck broken out of the Saints zone. Karlstrom back over to List. Trying to chip that along. But coming back up with the Gunnery, back out to the point. Wrist shot. Oh, and that was a little set play there as Lumia was hit hard. Trying to get the puck out there to Filios. Chipped along in the neutral zone. Again, there is Mertzev. Over to Lumia. As stood up there at the opposing blue line was McDonald by Sansbury. Puck heads behind, and Lumia will chip that along. Puck comes back behind here to Kessing. Kessing looks to set up the breakout. As a little bit of time allows Gunnery to set up their forecheck. As unable to come up with that one is St. Germain. Pass down along here. As that fourth line shot blocked there by Mertzev. And he's going to bank that out and along. Barton able to chip that just out to the neutral zone. And collecting that. Back is Gunnery. Here comes Gunnery the other way. Gaining the red line and dumping it in deep. Barton unable to collect that pass. The Saints turning heads here. As Mertzev has to the corner, but unable to chip that out and along. The Saints D really unable to connect with their forwards on the breakout here, as Gunnery has basically been playing half ice here. As Palish now has it. Palish right up there to Jacenza. Leaves that off, and offsides call there for the Saints. Josh Wilkins digs in for the faceoff here just outside of the Saints zone and wins that back to Pouch. Pouch tries to get it in deep. Gets stood up at the blue line as Riccitelli gives chase. Leaves it off back into the corner there as Jeff Kopech will come up with it. The second line here for the Highlanders. Come back inside. Shoots blocked there by Mancini. And come the other way is Pouch. Pouch circles out to the left wing. Little saucer pass across there to Riccitelli, but unable to come up with it. We'll wrap that around. We got Haggerty in the slot. But fanning on the shot pass there was Pouch. And here come the Highlanders on 2-on-1 the other way. 3-on-1, back to the side. Oh, shot. And looked to hit the low backside of the net. I don't think that hit the red iron, just the white iron in the back. As here comes Jacenza cycling out. Loses an edge, and coming back the other way are the Highlanders. Able to bring that down is Jeffries. As he will get that puck deep into the corner. Savard unable to get that puck to the point, as Karlstrom's able to gain the red line and dump that in deep. Puck comes back around, and here come the Highlanders the other way. Calmly, coolly, and collectedly they head to the zone. Find that across. This puck comes back into the corner here. And coming the other way is Matt Bozart. Good to see him doing well here. Tries to make a nice little move back out to the forehand. Throws it back in front. Trying to find his line mate, Savard, but unable to come up with the connection. Dumping that in deep. Bertseff will have it behind the net. Out in front, one-timer. And I believe that was blocked there. The puck comes back down in the corner. And the puck now comes into the corner here. Two. Wrap, spin, fires. And the attempt there by Cronin easily stopped and covered up by Connor Cherry. There's off one here as come race the other way is Jacenza. Able to get it back over there. Looks to stuff it home, but Rahill does a nice job. Force him back behind the net. And Mancini able to win that one. As up here at the red line, here comes Gunnery the other way. Low shot save there from rebound. And covering that up is Connor Cherry. As poking that away was the Gunnery attack. As D'Agostino with a decent opportunity, but fires that low and a pad save there from Connor Cherry. 1:52 remaining here in the first period. Score Gunnery 2, Canterbury 0. As we end the end of the first period here on the campus at Canterbury School. Face off back here is Rahill. We'll wrap that around. Coming up with here is number 9, Duke Fishman. As Haggerty now has it. Able to stretch that over to his good buddy, Lucas Williams, L-Train Williams. As List tries to leave that behind, but leaves it just back there for a Gunnery defender to come up with it. Little stretch passes, here comes the Highlanders. Shot fired through the legs, and a nice kick save there from Cherry. As Bozar looks to try to pass it in. Stopping with his jab, able to find it in the slot. Shot fired near side, and Cherry makes the save. Puck behind here. As comes out to the point. D to D. Sansbury with it. Back over there to Cody. Cody looks, shoots, fires, and seeing that all the way like a JV baseball fastball was Connor Cherry. Able to just corral that one. No bodies in front, no deflections on that puck. That save's going to be made by these netminders all day. Face off behind, shot, fired. Oh, right off the ankle there of Mancini. Falls right into the lap of the Gunnery forward. Short side. Another opportunity. Under 30 seconds remaining here in the first period. As able to just get that out to the corner as Palish comes back out of the point. Slap shot. As a big hit there from Jacenza. 15 seconds remaining here, but unable to come up with the puck there. As able to just get that deep enough are the Highlanders. But a nice little play there from Mancini. He's able to pass that along to Josh Wilkins. Wilkins has it. He's going to chip that along there. And that's going to do it for the first period of action. Gunnery 2, Canterbury 0. We'll see you back here for the second frame here at Canterbury School. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in here on Canterbury Streams via YouTube. As I'm your host, Sam Hargrove, math teacher, girls soccer coach, boys lacrosse coach here. Alongside, I got Carter Clark. I got George 2, George 1, and Noah Maxman doing the broadcast here alongside the family Roth, making sure to bring you your best product that you could possibly tune into. As the Saints now trail 2-0 here and entering the second frame of action. Long change here. And the Saints faithful looking to get a little bit rowdy, a little bit raucous, as I like to say, as we are packed to the brim here. You know, got to give shout outs to a couple alums in the audience. It's Canterbury hockey greats, not just Matt Muller and Pete Codier in the audience, but we also have some guys from last year, along with Greg Lioto, class of 2013, in attendance here. Chip that out there as Barton tries to connect there with St. Germain. And St. Germain and Barton will look to give chase. Barton able to get there first and chip that just behind the net. And St. Germain will look to throw the body around a little bit more. It goes back out here to Palance. Palance, a little backhand pass over there to Bozar, who had a grade A top choice meet opportunity on the backside, and was maybe a little surprised to see it as we look to have a little bit of jawing. You know, you just got to see it. That's a bunch of teenagers just letting the hormones get the best of them. You know, just a bunch of betas trying to be alphas is what I always say. Face-off one there by the Gunnery as to go D to D, as looking to start the breakout and chipping that in the Highlanders. But getting there first is Devin Carlson, but that puck comes back out, and poking that along is Josh Wilkins. Comes back behind the net here. This Gunnery will chip that along. Trying to keep that in is Nico Iono, also known as Nico Miami by the Gunnery faithful. As puck's back here to Hunter Sansbury. Sansbury moves it back to his D partner, looks to start the breakout. Comes back over to Sansbury, who has it here. Crosses over, and Saints look to get a slight change here as Savard steps on the ice. First shot here, saved there by Cherry. He's wrapping around here as Gunnery cycles on the near side. Throwing that one behind and into the corner. Coming up with here is Jeffries. Jeffries has it on the backhand. Spins, fires, rebound. Will toe drag and scores. As looks like Robert Cronin with the goal there. A little spin pass there from Jeffries, and with a nice little toe drag. And gonna go with the celebration. I'm gonna go a score from 1 to 10. I'm gonna give it a 5.1. Don't know what he's doing. Definite inside joke. But nice little toe drag goal there from Cronin. Face-off one here to 22, Lizotte. And that's going to bring the score to 3-0 in favor of the Gunnery. 16-12 remaining here in the second period. A little loss of an edge there. Playing the skate sharpener. As Weidenborg is going to dump that in deep. Wrap back around behind here. As looking to get over there is McDonald. Filios unable to come up with that one. And the pass goes across here. And Canterbury unable to really penetrate the Gunnery zone here. As Haggerty goes to push that along. But right there, seemingly every time, is Lizotte to keep the puck out of the Gunnery zone. And Filios unable to really chip that one low enough off the boards. He's going to pass that right into the Saints bench. And we're going to get a change here for both sides. Just under 3 minutes in this play here in the second period of action. Gunnery with the goal to start the period, off by Cronin. As the pass comes out here, but unable to connect to the neutral zone of the Saints. It's been a story the whole night. Really unable to connect on the breakout. It's something they've been struggling with. As a nice hit there from Savard. As rewind that one. He's looking to get the breakout here is Haggerty, but coming up with it is Gunnery. Looks to chip that along as Savard tries to give chase. That puck's going to come right behind here to Kessing, or Mancini wraps it around to Williams. Williams unable to get that out of his own zone. As firing that back off the side over to Williams was Mancini. Puck remains in the Canterbury zone, as Mancini will look to chip that along to Savard, but easily dispossessed. Looks to fire that back into the slot. As going up and into the rafters is Mancini, as we will have a stoppage of play. 14:08 remaining here in the second period of action. Face off here to the right of Connor Cherry. As Powers looks to flip that along, but it's like the Saints are talking on those old-fashioned cans with strings attached to them, but guess what? There's no can at the other end of that string, as they just cannot seem to connect on a pass anywhere in the neutral zone. As Cherry able to poke that one in the corner, and the saves that one with the butt end of the stick, as the miscommunication, the misfires continue for the home side. Wilkins digs in on a face-off, flanked by Riccitelli and Yasenza, as List able to guess that puck out of the zone, but unable to connect there with Yasenza, who gives chase here to the puck. Coming up with his Ray Hill. And that's going to go up and off of the rafters, which do look nice, I must say. Shout out to the staff for painting those up a couple summers ago. Not quite the same Manila that used to be in here, which did give it a certain je ne sais quoi for any of our French-Canadian listeners. Shout out to Matt Yasenza, Mathieu Savard. A certain, I don't know what. List, they will fire that one back over to Yasenza. Yasenza enters the zone. Leaves that pass off. Shot fired there near side as Wilkins. You can see him salivating on that opportunity from here as he tries to go near his porch. And winning that puck here is Wilkins. Leaves that into the middle. Opportunity there for List, or for Riccitelli. Just unable to settle that puck down and get a shot on, as he was perturbed by a Gunnery defender there. They try to flick that along to Filios, who actually keeps it in the zone, and a good opportunity there for the Saints. Shot, save there as Jeffries, a little quick opportunity. And I give a shout out to some of our listeners, including my madre. But you're heading up to bed, so good night. Yeah. Right. Remember, we always love shout outs. If you want a shout out, just send a tweet to @Seabury Media, Varsity Media Arts on Twitter, and you'll get a shout out. Maybe. Probably not, because I don't think that Twitter handle exists, but we got puck here deep in the zone. Low shot there from Kessing. No problem there for Mella, as he's going to pass that along, as we're wrapping that back around to number 10, Jeffrey Lumia, as the puck comes here the other way as D'Agostino has it. D'Agostino out to the backhand, tries to make a move, but unable to get past Mertzeff, as Filios looks to do work alongside McDonald. Upended there is McDonald. And chipping that along, unable to kind of corral that and keep it in his own path is Filios. Banking off the boards. As the shot comes, there, it looks almost like a juicy rebound, but a waffle save there from Cherry, as sitting on that one was D'Agostino. Spins, fires, and looks like that puck got through Cherry, able to get that nice into the corner. Opportunity in front. And here comes a breakaway here for Lucas Williams. He's got an opportunity. Backhand scores! Oh, what a goal! Good golly, Miss Molly. I don't know how that one went in, but Lucas Williams, cool and calm as the other side of the pillow, just shows it right past the goalie. Like a rewind on that one. And while we're at it, we got our first other shout out here. Got to give my shout out to the Sheehan dorm parent crew of Mr. Hotel and Dr. Stankis-Solitis and Mr. New for their support alongside Gordon Bradshaw, who absolutely killing it holding down the fort. Love to see their fellow Sheehanite with the awesome finish there. 3-1 is now the score, and that may have been just the spark that Canterbury needs, but they need to hold off the surging Gunnery attack. Shot, rebound there off the clapper from, don't want to try to say his last name, as that one's going to be saved by Cherry. Comes back behind here to Mancini. Mancini's going to wrap that back around here, as that's dispossessed by Pouch, but unable to keep that in is Rahill. And we are going to have a offsides face-off just outside of the Canterbury zone. We got quite the fan base. We got Chris Big Country Roberts in attendance. Always got to give him a shout out. Wish he could be up here in the booth with me tonight. As Jacinta now has it, tries to get out to neutral zone. As, oh, we got a hooking call here. And looks like we had a hook, high stick, and just outside of the periphery of the official, right? Everyone knows that zebras have low peripheries. Was looking to be a little bit of another infraction, but Saints are going to go back on the Carmenuccio's power play. Remember, for every goal scored on the Carmenuccio's power play, you get one free topping at Carmenuccio's Pizza in Newtown, Connecticut. Just one taste and you're hooked. Carmenuccio's Pizza. And I don't know if you can hear it, but the Canterbury faithful starting their favorite chant, the "You Can't Do That." And by favorite, I mean pretty much the only chant they ever do. And that's a subtle chirp on our own fans. I know I'm saying that, but their originality needs work. And you heard it here first. Face off here. Mancini out there, shot from Mertzev. Hold the phone, Cotton. Kid's got a cannon. Mertzev with the opportunity. Clapper from Palic. Rebound. Bouncing puck. Mancini fires. And all I got to say is, if I had a name for the Canterbury power play at this moment, it would be either quick strike or rapid fire, as they just were firing on all cylinders. Three really quick. And here comes Andrew Mancini up the ice, able to gain the red zone and get that in deep against two Highlander defenders. And coming with here is Mertzev. Mertzev able to dump that back along to St. Germain. St. Germain tries to leave it off there for Yasenza. Coming back the other way is Gunnery, as Cody has it. Able to dump that in deep. And coming up with it is Palic. Palic has it behind the net. So here he comes skating up. The UVM commit enters the zone. Tries to make a nice little move on Rahill, as Sainsbury fires that right into the tuchus of his teammate, as Yasenza comes up with it. As Bozar has it. Spins back. Oh! That's an absolute travesty. A little slap check right there. And Gunnery gets away with one on that one. Let's come out here is Devin Karlstrom, enters the zone. Oh, nice little move there as Karlstrom has it. Karlstrom tries to wrap that back around. Pucks, oh, it bounced in front. Comes back out the point to List. List shoots, fires. And similar to a save in the first half, Not too much traffic in front of the net, not too much pace on the shot. These net miners are going to save those all day, as Mella probably didn't break a sweat on that one. In examining the Gunnery roster, I'd like to say that didn't know that Cangias graduation year is 2017. I don't think he's going to be allowed to be playing in this game, so I think that's a typo. Just going to say that I don't think any 2017 grads are allowed to be playing in this game. If not, I think we'd suit up Pete Codier, Canterbury class in 1975. I am. I have to check the archives, but I'm pretty confident those are the right dates. As comebacks over here, as we are back to even strength. As Jeffries, nice little pass there, low shot, rebound, tries to stuff it home, but making both saves there is Connor Cherry. Spin fires. There's a nice little move there, tries to wrap it around by Sansbury, but shutting the door is Connor Cherry again. Puck comes back around to Mertzef, who's able to try to bank that along, but does a nice job keeping it in the zone as the Gunnery defender. Rebound, out into the corner. They chip that along there, and up at it, but here comes the other way. And Williams again, shoots, fires, and falls nicely into the lap as Lucas L-Train Williams getting a new nickname tonight, Johnny on the spot. Just seems to be right place, right time. Getting a few breakaways. That time he was throwing a little one-on-one. Opted for the old Ovechkin-like toe drag to the shot through the wickets, but fell right in between the lap. Comes back out here to Pouch. Just chips that along in the corner to Wilkins. And Riccitelli will battle. Just out of my sight line, so I can't really tell you what's happening. But it comes out to Riccitelli. Out to the point to Pouch. Great opportunity. Shot fired. And that one goes right into the chest of JP Mella, as he didn't see that one till late. As you see a little twitch of the head. Mella coming into tonight's game with a 90.2% save percentage of 2.4 goals against. Chip now long is Yasenza. Coming with his Riccitelli. Goes back out to the point. And Gunnery looks to fire that over. Pouch has it. Spins, fires it, passes it right over the Gunnery. As sort of a blind pass there from Pouch. As Yasenza will look to start up. As here he looks to wheel. Wheel and deal. Gets past 1-2. Fires that one low and across. Oh, rebound in front. As Wilkins was there. And he's going to come up with it. And Canterbury looks to do a little bit of trickery to get an onside call there. And once again, as you always gotta say, just a bunch of betas trying to act like alphas out there, just chirping and chawing and bumping into each other. You know, puffing their chests. Face off just outside on the offsides call. It comes back here to List. List unable to connect there with Lumia. And that would be an offsides call. For all our novice listeners out there, offside. Offside is when the puck enters, you enter the zone before the puck. Icing. When you have an uncontested play from behind the red line, that goes past the other way. And that was Learn to Play Hockey with Professor Hargrove. And shot there, safe. And sorry for a lack of talk there. My jaw was locked as, how is that not a hooking call? Puck behind the net here. As Karlstrom able to wedge the Gunnery forward off the puck. Able to chip that just along to Filios. As we have a makeup call here. As Liss able to tries to get that shot through. This comes into the corner here to Karlstrom. Karlstrom spins behind and leaves that off as Cody comes up with it. And looks like we have a slash call on number 15. Reed Dolph, the Dolphin. As an easy makeup call from the refs as they missed a... And like the sun rising in the east and setting in the west, Canterbury gives the old, you can't do that chant. Not like a, he's a bad boy or something like that. Just throwing out ideas for them. But it's all right. Yasenza digs in. His first power play unit. Got a little bit buzzing at the beginning of the power play there, or the last one, but 0 for 2 on the night. As a slashing call on number 11, Jake DiGirolamo. As the ref gets in the way on that one and knocks it up into the net, into the bench. As Saints have often struggled on the old breakout on the power play. As that's going to come to center ice. As Yasenza matches up with Beecher. As it comes over here as Yasenza collects. Yasenza looks to get his feet moving. He's able to wrap that over there to Mancini. Mancini able to get that puck just into the Gunnery zone. It's not that long. Tries to get it set up here with St. Germain. St. Germain and Mancini have it in their feet. And Ray Hill able to get that puck the length of the ice as Palich is going to look to collect it from Cherry. Palich has it. Passes that are off to Mancini. Mancini over there to Mertzeff. Mertzeff unable to connect there with St. Germain. Just once again, no chemistry to connect and get it going here on the power play for the Saints. As Palich now skates up with it. Palich joins the zone, flutters that in. Oh, and a little bit of a deflection with a little bit of a curveball. And looks like a unsportsmanlike on number 5, Hunter Sansbury. I think I could see the heat rising under the young boy's collar throughout the night as he was flying around. Was just bound to lose his cool at one point, but I believe unsportsmanlike there. No comment on the Saints. You can probably guess what cheer the Saints faithful went on that one. Originality score, a 2 out of 100. This week's contest is please email your best ideas for Canterbury Chants to Seabury Varsity Media Arts at hotmail.com. Who knows? At your next contest.
Can you blow into this?
Who knows? You may hear your chant at the next Canterbury home sporting event or away. We travel heavy. We got timeout on the ice, a little 5-on-3 opportunity here for 50 seconds, 4:27 remaining here in the second period of action. Mella skates the long distance to his net. And Yasenza digs in here for the faceoff. Faceoff comes out just in front. Shot! Oh! Backhand opportunity there from Yasenza. Backs up over here to Pouch. He likes to set up. Comes over to Mancini. Fired across. Oh, opportunity comes back out to Mancini. Shoots, fires. And snared there. As Skylar St. Germain gets that big frame, that D1 rower's frame. Headed off to Cal Berkeley next year for rowing. Looking to cause a little bit of traffic in front of Mel's net. Gets it back out here. Comes back over to Pouch. Pouch back to Mancini. Mancini over to Pouch. Leaves it over there to Yasenza. Yasenza cross ice to there. Best out Pouch. Pouch over there. Shot down. Lower. In front. Oh! Opportunity almost falling right on the stick of St. Germain. Comes back out to Pouch. Back over here to Yasenza. Yasenza. Over there to the Mancini. Back over to Pouch. Right in front. Shot. Mella sideways in the net. Gotta get the shots on net here. Back over there to, looking to get it over there to Yasenza. And we're back to a 5-on-4. Comes back out to Pouch. Shot. Fired. And not knowing a ton about that was Mella, but he got enough of his body on it to make the save. Comes back out to St. Germain. Flicks it over there to Pouch. Spins it over to Yasenza. Yasenza near side, back over to Pouch. He's got a great lane. Shoots, fires it high. As Mella expect that one to come low. As the Saints get a couple opportunities there. Mancini doesn't get a ton on that, but gets over there to Yasenza. Yasenza does a dangle through a couple. 40 seconds remaining here on the Sandsbury Unsportsmanlike. Come the other way is Jeffries, short-handed. Jeffries dispossessed, but unable to get the puck out of the zone as Bozar unable to collect that one. Goes back here to Rejo. Rejo flicks that along. And comes, falls to Matt Yasenza. Yasenza back over there to Mancini. Leaves it off for the goal scorer, Williams. Lucas Williams charges up. The train looks like it's coming in the station. Shoots, fires that one across. And it goes back to Carlson. Carlson fires it. Oh! Nice little deflection there from Barton. And unable to really fire that one back. And we got numbers here that come the other way. But able to cover that up and hopefully get a change here is Cherry. As solid bit of offense there from the Saints, but just unable to get one past. I'd categorize that past couple minute and a half or so as solid attempts. Nothing to write to your mom about, you know? Nothing that was just, wow, that was an awesome opportunity. Goes back in front. What's tell you with it? Leaves it off. Savard gets to the corner. Leaves that in front, but Beecher's right there to say thank you very much and collect it and move the other way. Richatelli now has it. Richatelli skates up, gains the red line, fires that one in as Mella's just gonna chip that in the corner as Savard gets up first. Leaves it off there to Haggerty. Haggerty. Unable to really get that shot save there on the D'Agostino chance. As comes back out here, as Richatelli able to just pop that long, and Barton muscles his way off. One-handed pass there in the center. That's a nice play there from Jack Barton. And that's going to be a penalty. And And as we let the unnecessary dust that is teenage puberty settle, a bunch of guys poking each other, prodding each other, pushing each other, calling each other names. Looks like we're back on the playground in second grade. Looks like Barnes going to the box for tripping. Looks like Bozar is going to join him there for jawing. And most likely one other player will be serving time in the old sin bin. So we're going to skate 5-on-4. Looks like just a couple penalties, but really just the one up there on the board, which is the 2 minutes for tripping on Jack Barnes. Gunnery will head back on the power play. They're 1-for-1 on the night with the Alex Cody goal. Puck goes behind the net. Comes out to Jeffries. Shoots, fires, near side. Waffle save there from Connor Cherry. Back over here. 1 minute remaining here in the second period of action. Use it near side, tries to roof that near side. Nice little clever pass there, leaving it for Riley Brennan. Puck comes low here to Jeffries. Skates long and poked away there by Yasenza. Yasenza. Sends a pestering them there as Jeffrey steps in, but the shot's going to fire wide. And it looks like another hooking call there. This one's going to go against Alex Mertsev. And as we touched on in the Toyota key points of the game, staying on the box is going to be a major key for the Saints. And a little chip shot there from Jeffries, a little bit of more kerfuffle happening next to the net. As for the last 6.4 of this period and for the next 22 seconds of the third period, Gunnery will likely be on a 5-on-3 unless they can get one past Cherry here to end the period. 1-1 the score so far in this period. 3-1 your overall score in favor of the Gunnery. As Mertsev heads to the box for a little hook. Great movie. Check it out on Redbox. After some deliberations and some overpopulation in the penalty box right now. Face-off won by the States, and a little slow on the clock there. And that will do it for the end of the third period. And as we're most likely going to have some ejections for a bunch of guys being... I didn't say that on air. That does it for the end of the second period, and we'll let the dust settle here as score Gunnery 3, Canterbury 1. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the final period of action here. We got 5-on-3 hockey. The Saints for 22 seconds will be 2 men down, and barring some changes, will remain down for a remaining minute 32. Couple ejections after a little scuffle there at the end. And a couple boys will be sitting in the locker room thinking about what they've done and going from there. I'm going to keep names disclosed. I don't know if I'm actually allowed to say that, but one for Gunnery, one for Canterbury. Will be retiring early for the evening, not because they're tired, but because they did a bad thing. Couple discussions here, making sure they get the penalties right. A clever chant, yet our fans are unable to turn back the hands of time and correct Matt's poor decision making there and get him back on the ice. And referee's still deliberating here. Fans start to filter in here for the final period of action. Saints trail by 2 goals. Lucas Williams with the lone tally for the Saints. And see if I can use my good memory here to remember the ones by Gunnery. We have one by Cronin, one by Alex Cody, and the other by Jeff Kopech. At least he got one before he got sent to the locker room early. Looks like a couple extra guys going in the box. As Joshua Wilkins digs in here for the face-off, along with Riley Brennan. As the Saints will be 5-on-3 here for 22 seconds. Face-off one back here as Alex Cody collects. Chips out along here to D'Agostino. D'Agostino enters the zone. As Cody drags, shoots, fires, rebound. As unsure of where it is Connor Cherry. The second with it is Brennan. Brennan back out to Cody. Cody with it. Back over to Rayo. Back down low here for Jeffries. Back up top to Rayo. Rayo back down to Jeffries. Up top to Rayo. Out to D'Agostino. Hard shot. That flutters into the glove of Cherry. He's coming across pretty hot on that one. And luckily that took a deflection. Ended up right in his path. Face off to the right, as the Saints will remain 5-on-3, as now the Yasenza penalty will take place. And Gunnery will remain on the 5-on-3. Calmly set in is Rayo. Just down to Brennan. Banks around behind the net. Puck comes over here to Alex Cody. Back over here to Jimmy Rayo. Over to Cody. Holds. Down low. Tries to fire it across. And a good stick there from Andrew Mancini. Goes back over to Rayo. Back down low to Brennan. Back up top to Jimmy Rayo. Tries to fire that across to Jeffries, who's looking to make a shot. fires and fires that one high glove side. Puck back up to the corner. Jeffries pad save there from Cherry as he flies the flight flipper over there. As D'Agostino has it back over here. Jeffries who steps in, tries to shoot fire that right through the 5-hole. And shutting the door right there. It's closing time. Time for you to not shoot to the 5-hole there as Connor Cherry makes a nice save. And Mancini quickly off the ice and makes 5-on-3 for another 20 seconds, unless another penalty pops up out of the blue up there on the board. As Sainsbury steps in, fires the slap shot that goes high, wide, and handsome, and comes back to the point. Sainsbury thinks about it again, back over the point, shoots, fires, unable to grab that is Connor Cherry. And Sainsbury tries to make a blocker save, and coming out of the box here is number 2. And back on is Shane Haggerty. 5-on-4 here for the Highlanders for another 20 seconds. As his second unit pass here. Sainsbury back across top, stepping in, thinking about a shot there, leaving it off there for Beecher. Beecher steps in, thinks, shoots, fires, and easily catching that one is Cherry off the shot. Seven seconds remaining on the Essenza unsportsmanlike penalty. Roughing, fighting. Chipping that one out is Kessing. And racing onto it is Riccitelli. Coming the other way, here's Gunnery. Pushing the puck the other way. Out wide. Tries to get back on the slide, Jeffries has it. And chipping that along to Riccitelli. Comes out and waffling that one up into the netting is Connor Cherry. Taking in for the face-off is Matt Bozar. Goes back over to St. Germain. St. Germain goes to Mancini. Mancini able to chip that one along. Puck comes behind the net. Bozar with it. Tries to get that back out in front to St. Germain. Goes back to Barton. St. Germain looks to get a stick in there. Stands on that opportunity, and coming the other way is the Highlanders. Highlanders has a D'Agostino holds, fires, shoots low side to try to get back out to the corner, up to the slot, and Bozar looks to step the other way. Bozar does a nice job to win the puck back in the Highlanders zone. But coming back the other way is the Highlanders. Flying up the ice here. Trying to make a hit there is Savard. Get the puck out of his pouch. Cycling back is Savard. A nice little nifty move there. It gets to the backhand side, but poked away there by Devin Carlson. Great poke there by the young sophomore. As it comes out the pouch. Pouch fires it back up. And winning that puck is Haggerty. Haggerty comes the other way. He's got 3-on-1. Shoots, fires short side. And Mellon makes the save. Don't. Oh, there goes my piece of paper. You guys better watch your mouth down there. I'm good. I'm good. I got it. I'm good. I'm good. I know their names. Sorry, a little bit of a casualty. Almost took a paper cut to the eye for one of our fans down there as my roster went flying. As a little back and forth hockey here. There's a nice little toe drag, nifty move. Oh, and dropped. There was Cody by Haggerty. We got a lot of physicality here in the same zone. Back out to the slot, nice little move. Oh, blocking his own player's attempt for the Highlanders. As coming the other way, getting the ice is Williams. He'll chip that in. A long shift there for the Blues. And that's a huge hit of the game so far by Shane Haggerty on Alex Cody. Hope they don't have Saturday classes. You'll be feeling that one tomorrow. And that puck goes just wide of Cherry's net as they look to connect on that one. A little behind the back pass, comes back here to Riccitelli. Riccitelli racing up. Able to chip that one along as Filius gets in there. Filius has in the corner the birthday boy looking to get himself a little point on his as a present. As it goes back over to Kessler. Kessler keeps it right around there. And Riccitelli will get chased. Riccitelli does a good job racing to it. As that puck will now wrap around his Cherry to gather that. Kessler tries to go back down the net D-to-D. This comes to Mertzef. Mertzef over there to Filios. Filios trying to connect with Wilkins. It's going to come right back to him. Nice little move at his own blue line. Gets his backhand, tries to make a little move, but he's going to stop that right there. He's number 6 for the Highlanders. Chipping that in is Riccitelli. It doesn't get it quite past Jimmy Rayo. Comes up, scan the other way, pushes out to his forehand. Looks to wrap it in and bank it home. Tries a little sneaky move right there, but can't bank it in. Counter attacks, 11:59, just under 12 minutes remaining here in the final frame of action. Goes back out, slap shot. As Beecher with it. Crashes in, back place, we got one player open in the slot. Goes back out to St. Germain. St. Germain unable to get that one out of the zone. As Palish now has it. Palish up there to Barton. And a little offsides, a little rodeo clowns back there. As Barton now has it. Nice little move there by Jack Barton. Off the backhand, tries to sauce it across there to Haggerty, I believe. And that's going to go the length of the ice as Mancini will win the race in the battle of the sixes to get the icing. And now we'll go back to JP Mella's left. As face off one forward. Falls right to Hunter Stansberry here. As here comes Gunnery the other way. Mason Beecher with it. And looks like we got a holding penalty. Or a hook. On David Pouch. We'll have 2 minutes to think about that, or maybe less, as the Gunnery power play steps back on the ice. Face off one over to the right. Spins, fires it over there. Cody right back over there, shoots, fires right off the iron. A little quick fire attack there from Gunnery as they go a little tic-tac-toe. I don't think so. Right off the post. So they come a little drop pass entry here as Jeffries enters the ice. Shoots, fires, and save there from Connor Cherry. Digging in is Josh Wilkins, who looks to win that over, but it comes back here to the point to the Gunnery. Cody thinks about going back, cross pass, shoots, fires low. As it comes to the feet of Jeffries. Jeffries gets that puck low there to Cronin. Cronin back to Jeffries, the 2 top goal scorers here for the Highlanders. This goes back over here to Jeffries, steps in, shoots, fires, and scores. As Jimmy Rahill streaks to the net, and finding his stick was Alex Jeffries. And that puts the score at Gunnery 4, Canterbury 1, as Gunnery capitalized on their second power play goal of the evening. And right here, it looks to be getting a little bit physical, a little bit chippy. As it comes back, puck falls here. As covering up there is Connor Cherry. Has a nice little whirling dervish move there by Sainsbury. And with just about 10 minutes remaining here in tonight's contest, Saints trail by 3. Haggerty digs on the face-off. And Powich gets that back to Mancini. Mancini looks to connect, but unable to through the neutral zone. Gunnery just enters the zone, and will wrap that puck around. As D'Agostino looks to collect along the far boards. Has it poked along, gets it to his forehand, but unable to get a lot on that. As he fires that back out in front, and it's going to come right here to Matt Savard. Savard almost forgets the puck behind him, forgets it almost for a second time, then passes it right over to the Gunnery player. He's able to stay on his feet and get it over. As Williams has it. As Williams is kind of falling down there, gets a little put down there from Sainsbury. Comes over to Savard. And Mertz was able to chip that one out along. Gets it right over there to Gunnery. Gunnery now enters the zone. Fires that over. I'm not sure what that was. Maybe a pass. As Sainsbury holds, steps to the zone. There's a nice move to the backhand. Tries to chip that along past Cherry, but unable to get it around the netminder. And skating the other way comes Josh Wilkins. Josh Wilkins along his starboard. Nice trail pass over the backhand. Riccitelli, really, really nice pass there as Saints with a good opportunity. Unable to really get a shot through on Mella. List tries to throw a little hip check. Wraps that one around here as it calls back to Gunnery defender. Spins. And he gets that puck deep on the backhand. As the puck down comes to Riccitelli, he's able to dispossess. It was just after a long shift to chip that in. Leave for the next line. As Skylar St. Germain unable to really do much with that one. So they pass it up and along. And Karlstrom will collect. Devin Karlstrom was to skate up the far side. Nice little move. Chips that up along to team partner Zach List. Tries to get that in deep. And almost getting that back on his own netminder was Nico Iono. This comes back to List. List tries to connect there with Barton. But Barton unable to collect that puck. Diaz Cody has it. And find in the middle too. As Powich upends the defender. And the puck comes across. Lucas Williams dumps that in deep. As Haggerty now has it. Haggerty wraps that around there too. Starts in front. Oh, great find in front, but unable to get his hands on that one was Haggerty. No icing call there as icing's waved off. Cody collects behind the net. 6:30 remaining here in third period. Score remains 4-1. Jeffries with it. And fires that one around. And the puck will travel the length of the ice. Off that pass out to the slot, but no one was there. And chipping that one the length of the ice was number 15, Reed Dolph. Face-off won by Canterbury. Slap shot there from Mertzeff. Thrown back out in front. They're coming the other way as the Gunnery look to stretch out, but nice poke check there by Alexander Mertzeff. Comes here, Rich Tully leads it off as Wilkins looks to fire that one through. They bank that one back out around. Shot through. And once again, looks like they've been seen a little bit late, as unsure with the glove there was Mella. Slap shot there, but strong pad save for Mella. Off the shot from Palish. So they get that back in the zone, and St. Germain will give chase. Back over and connecting there. As it comes back over as bold strategy here from Coach McCarthy as 6 skaters on the ice for the Saints and leaving an empty net. 4-1. As for the next 5 minutes, the Saints shoots, fires wide of the net. And looking to make a save there with Zach List. And I expect to see Connor Cherry back in the net here. You know, that was a bold strategy, Cotton. And no blood drawn on that, so you can't blame him for that. But Connor Cherry back in the net, 5-on-5 skating, as Bozar looks to win the face-off, and poking that along is Williams, and it comes behind to David Palish. To List, tries to make a stretch pass there to Williams, but intercepted as it comes to Bozar. Bozar tries to make a nice move, and he is hit hard there, as with a nice little defensive play there from the Gunnery. This comes to Savard, just squeaks by. As coming into zone are the Highlanders. Leads the puck off, and that's going to deflect and come right to the lap of Connor Cherry. And we'll have a face-off. 4 minutes remaining. We only got 4 minutes. Chicka chicka 4 minutes. Shout out Madonna for that one. Here's Wilkins. Chatelli battling for the puck there in the corner. Oh, shot through it. A late kick save. Flash of the pad there from Mella. Is unable to keep it in as Mancini, but right over there is Palish. He's able to chip that one along. And Wilkins unable to get there and get off the bench. Go fake pass behind, 3.5 here. As D'Agostino comes and skates with it. A little bit of a high hit there, but no call. Close here and coming in is Beecher. He gets hauled down. And firing past the empty net. As an unnecessary trip there, as I would have put the gamble on his hands to not be able to make something magic out of that one. But a trip there on Canterbury, and they'll go back on the penalty kill yet again. Another trip, another penalty kill, and another power play for the Highlanders. Face off back here behind Mancini, comes back out to the point to Sansbury. Sansbury's going to chip that long. Looks like we got the second unit of the Highlanders out there, at least some of the defensemen, as the puck comes back in the corner. Shot, rebound, juicy in front. Goes right back out to Sansbury. Comes over here down to the corner to Brendan. Brendan back over to Sansbury, leaves it off slowly. As the puck now comes down here to Jeffries. Jeffries has it. Pass, unable to get past the stick of Mertzef. He's had a solid game in defense for the Saints. This comes back over to Jeffries. Down low. Mishandled. Over to Jeffries. Slap shot, and that's a swing and a miss. There, as the puck now comes the other way to Barton. Barton chips that one over into the corner. And we're gonna have a penalty on Gunnery. And the nice little shrug. Oh, did I do that? From number 13, for the cross-checking, Riley Brennan. Did I do that? Cross. So 2:08 remaining in the game. 1:09 on the Canterbury penalty, the trip there by Palich, and 2 minutes remaining on the cross-check from there. And another one looks to be coming against Gunnery. You know what they say, when it rains, it pours. And one penalty leads to another. This looks to be a boarding penalty on Alex Cody. And the Saints will have a 5-on-4. Lies, a 4-on-3. For roughly a minute 3. Goes back, List shoots, fires near side. And so a nice shot there by Zach List, but a good save from JP Mella with the right pad. Puck comes back here as Karlstrom picks it up. Karlstrom races in the zone, tries to make a little move past the defense, but unable to get through. Comes to List. List shoots, fires, low shot, rebound. St. Germain unable to get it. Open net. Shoots, fires that wide there from, I think that's Haggerty. Unable to get one on net. It comes back out to Karlstrom, back out to List. Loads it up, fires, shoots. And a nice easy glove save from JP Mella. As I always say, right, any slap shot from any of these guys with no traffic in front is going to be an easy save for these goals. Most of these guys at the point don't got Steph Curry range. Shot from that far. For all our listeners out there, Steph Curry is a basketball player that shoots the ball from very far away from the hoop. And that shot was very far away from the net. Faceoff comes back here to Mancini. Mancini with the wrist shot. And lather, rinse, and repeat as another shot with not much traffic is snared by Mella. Face-off, wrapped around there. That's going to go all the way around. As Cherry will collect, and Andrew Mancini will pick it up behind his goal netminder's net. Passes it over there to Lucas Williams. Lucas Williams, the lone goal for the Saints, slows up as enters zone. Thinks about, shoots, fires, low blocker save there from Mella as it comes back over to Kessing. Kessing down low, goes back up to Andrew Kessing. Guessing thinks about it. Over one-timer. Fluttering shot there. That is quickly gathered, and we are at 5-on-3. 46 seconds remaining here in regulation, as the Saints look to get one more goal before the end of time. As Pausch looks to skate up. Pausch has those back in. Looks to poke it along, and it will come back out. Kept up in here by Mancini. Shoots, fires, low shot. But unable to get a deflection on it, as looking to come the other way is Alex Jeffries, and he'll just dump that in with 7 seconds remaining on penalties. Not much difference differential in the game clock. Under 10 seconds here as Carlson looks to skate up. There's his own. Has it. Looks to leave it out in front, and that'll do it as the final score. Gunnery 4, Canterbury 1. And according to my calculations, that brings the score in the Canterbury Gunnery Cup to 7-2 in favor of the Saints.